Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Maria Theresa P. Lazaro, Secretary of Foreign Affairs, to deliver her celebratory remarks on the commemoration of the 128th founding anniversary of the DFA.
Undersecretaries and Assistant Secretaries, Ambassadors and Heads of Missions, our distinguished honorees and awardees, my dear colleagues in the Home Office, our consular offices and our Foreign Service posts, our retirees that are present here, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is an honor and privilege to stand, but before that, let me thank Undersecretary Tess de Vega and the organizing committee for a well, what has been done here at such a short time. Thank you very much. I think it was very well planned. Thank you. Anyway, going back to my speech, it is an honor and privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate 188 years of Philippine diplomacy. It has been nearly a year since I assumed the stewardship of this department. When I accepted this responsibility, I did so with no illusions. We are navigating an era of profound geopolitical shifts, deepening systemic fractures, and unprecedented challenges to the international order. In facing these realities, I have sought to steer our diplomacy not through rigid formulas or fleeting sentiment, but through the steady anchor of pragmatism and a singular, unwavering focus on the national interest. True diplomacy is rarely found in the limelight. It is forged in the quiet, relentless work we do every single day. It is found in defending our sovereignty, expanding economic horizons for our people, and ensuring the safety of millions of our overseas Filipinos. We saw the quiet power of this strategic diplomacy just 2 days ago, when I personally welcomed home 6 of the 24 Filipino detainees released from Russia. This breakthrough did not happen by chance. It was the result of deliberate, high-level engagement raised directly by President Marcos with President Putin during their bilateral meeting. This is Philippine diplomacy in its truest form: quiet, persistent, principled, and life-changing. This is the very essence of a pragmatic, clear-eyed, and independent foreign policy. Where a partnership serves the Filipino people, we shall cultivate it. Where a platform advances our national security, we shall engage it. Where an opportunity elevates our economic standing, we shall seize it. As we execute this mandate, we must remain absolutely clear about our institutional role. The President is the sole architect of our foreign policy. It is his vision that sets our country's course. But let there be no ambiguity. The Department of Foreign Affairs is the premier and primary instrument for the execution of that policy. In a world where global issues intersect with every domestic agency, we must assert and maintain the primacy of the Department of Foreign Affairs in coordinating and articulating our nation's voice abroad. When the Philippines speaks to the world, it must speak with one voice, a professional, disciplined, and strategic voice crafted and delivered by this department. We cannot afford fragmented messaging. Our partners and indeed the international community must know that the road to Philippine foreign policy begins and ends with the Department of Foreign Affairs. Yet, to project strength abroad, we must first ensure strength at home. Over the past year, we have embarked on a deliberate thrust to rebuild, strengthen, and modernize our institution. We have initiated a strategic reorganization, streamlining our offices to eliminate redundancies, enhance responsiveness, and ensure that our diplomatic assets yield the highest strategic returns for our country. Equally important is our internal culture. I have placed a heavy emphasis on fiscal prudence, absolute integrity, and operational excellence. Every single peso allocated to the DFA is a peso entrusted to us by the Filipino taxpayer. In every embassy, consulate, and home office unit, we must practice the highest standards of financial stewardship. We must optimize our resources, cut unnecessary expenditures, and remain lean, agile, and transparent. Professional excellence means nothing without ethical integrity. Our efforts have already yielded vital institutional milestones over the past year. What are those? We were named #1 most improved agency by the Anti-Red Tape Authority, or ARTA, a testament to our relentless drive for efficiency. We were recognized by PhilJeps for leading the government's transition toward digital, transparent procurement. And we successfully secured our ISO 9001-2015 recertification, proving our systemic commitment to continuous improvement. And I would like to give this, these are the things that we obtained, and I would like to thank OUA, HRMO, OFMS, OWAMS. These are our offices here that have been doing these innovations. These milestones belong to you. They prove to our citizens that we can and will meet the highest standards of public trust. A pragmatic foreign policy also means having the maturity to view both our victories and our setbacks with equal composure. Earlier this month, we fell short in our bid for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council. We acknowledge this outcome honestly, but without a single regret. We waged a highly principled campaign, one that deepened our bilateral friendships, expanded our strategic footprint, and earned the respect of many nations. A missed bid is not a failure of purpose. It is a lesson in contemporary geopolitical issues. We have analyzed the results, absorbed the lessons, and we will continue to engage the multilateral system with a sharper, more strategic edge. Our commitment to international law and global peace remains undiminished. Meanwhile, our diplomatic calendar demands our utmost focus. Our ASEAN chairship is in full swing and will continue through the end of this year. This is a monumental, historic responsibility. As chair, the Philippines is leading the region through complex, turbulent waters, driving economic integration, fostering regional stability, and championing ASEAN centrality. I expect everyone in this department to maintain their focus, their professionalism, and their energy to ensure that we bring this chairship to a successful and highly impactful conclusion. My dear colleagues, we have weathered storms, driven deep internal reforms, and stood firm on our principles. But the work of diplomacy is never finished. The global horizons remains turbulent, and the demands on our foreign service will only grow heavier. As your secretary, I cannot navigate these currents alone. I rely on your strategic minds, your eyes on the ground, and your unyielding dedication. Together, let us be the anchor that holds our nation fast and the sail that carries her forward. I have full faith in your talent, your patriotism, and your resilience. Happy 128th DFA Day to all. Mabuhay ang kagawaran ng ugnayang panlabas. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.